Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I hope you are doing very well. I am doing exceptionally well. I'm starting this video kind of late because I've been sitting on my phone all morning trying to get tickets to The Weekend, and we got some. Thank God. I don't know what it is about The Weekend, but I've so desperately wanted to see him live, and he's coming to Brisbane in November and we have tickets. We have standing tickets and I'm so excited. I'm like still just coming to the realization that we actually got tickets and I'm seeing him live. I cannot wait. His music, there's just something about it. I've always loved it, always been the biggest fan, so that's happening. But now we can start this video. So I thought today, since I hadn't filmed a video in a while, and I do have an excuse, my Sony camera literally shut itself, so I've sent that away and I got myself a G7X, which is actually the OG camera that I used to film on, and I do really like this camera and it's good for vlogging because it's more compact. The Sony I think I will keep because I do prefer the sound quality. You guys let me know if you prefer this or the old camera. I'm sure you really don't care, but I do notice the sound quality difference, so I think I'm going to keep both and just go between the two, whether I'm vlogging or doing a sit down video. But yeah, now I have a camera and I feel like I'm also in a better place in life as well. All those camera issues kind of came at a good time because it forced me to slow down and I wasn't in a good place. So I feel like I needed that time, but now I'm ready to be back. I'm ready to get back into YouTube. I want to film vlogs. I want to film all kinds of videos, whatever you guys want to see. So we're going to do it. But I thought to start out, I would sit down and do like a live update Q&A. So I asked you on Instagram if you had any questions for me and I've written them down. I'm going to answer them today just so we can have a bit of a catch up and then I can continue with vlogs and whatnot. Sorry, I've got myself coffee and I've written down my questions and we're going to answer them. So let's get started. This is my first bean juice of the day. Okay, first question is, where have you been? I hope you have been living life. I've been living, but I just wasn't in a good place. I've been going to therapy, which has been amazing, but honestly everything kind of spiraled a little bit, I'm not going to lie, and I was really struggling and I was just living the days to get through them, and that's not a nice way to live. And I was still living by my rules, and if you don't know what I'm referring to, that is the eating disorder that I'm dealing with. I was still living by those rules and I was waking up every day just not happy at all, and going to bed at night and feeling so guilty for giving in to the stupid voice in my head that was just taking everything away from me. And it was just kind of getting worse and I was getting into a really dark place. And I'm happy to say I have changed things around very recently, but I'm excited to talk about it today. I'm finally making the changes. It's really happening and I'm waking up every day so excited, and I go to sleep at night excited and happy, and I just can't wait to wake up and live this new life that I'm living. So to answer that, I've kind of just been doing what I've had to online and doing what I enjoy too, because I love like getting content for Instagram. I've really been enjoying that and getting more into fashion and getting really good quality photos and stuff. So I've been enjoying that, but I haven't really been in front of the camera because I just couldn't really fake it. So obviously you can hide things when you're just taking photos, but if I was to be filming, I just wasn't in a good place. But yeah, now I'm back and I feel like I'm just ready to start my new life. Next question is an update on my health. Oh, okay. We'll get straight into this then. I'm nervous to talk about this because I feel like I'm going to be opening myself up to some scrutiny and some opinions, but this is the one thing that has helped me commit to my health, and that is getting a coach. And I know people might think it's still orthorexic behavior or me just having an eating disorder in a different way, but in my opinion, and I've spoken to my therapist about this, I've spoken to my family about this, they all obviously are on my side and approve of this and think it's a great thing for me to do because nothing else was working. I couldn't do it on my own. I couldn't trust myself to eat, and having someone literally seeing everything that I eat, I know that they're giving me the foods that my body needs plus extra because I am trying to gain weight. So I just have this trust, and for some reason it's just working. I am eating over double what I was and I'm just loving life, and I trust it. I haven't looked back. I haven't even tried to cut corners. I don't know well, obviously I was just at my wit's end. I was absolutely at my wit's end, and that's why I reached out to a PT at my work and just said, I need your help me. And that is exactly what he's doing, and so far it's going amazing. It's been, I think, 5 days, which isn't long. I know I'm talking about this very soon, but I just do not see myself going back from this. I'm having way too much fun. eating all this food, loving life, living every single day without these restrictions and rules, and I'm just fueling my body and it feels so, so good. So hopefully you guys don't have too many negative comments about it. I just think if it's going to get me eating, if it's going to get me healthy and happy, then I'm gonna give it a go. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm feeling amazing. I have so much energy. It feels like a weight is lifted off my shoulders, and I feel free, which is really, really nice. So that's a little bit of an update on my health. I'm going to keep on going. I'm sure there'll be hard times when obviously I am going to see my body change, which is to the root of, you know, what I have is the fear. But I think having a coach behind me, I just trust it. I trust the process, and I'm really just trying to lean into it. And if I don't do it now, then when am I ever going to do it? And I can't continue living the way I was. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm really, really excited about it. Next, somebody asked, are you still doing therapy? And yes, I am. I did mention that before, but I am still doing therapy and probably will be for a long time. Not because I think it's going to take a long time to heal from this, but I just think you will always benefit from training your brain. Just like we go to the gym to train our bodies, you can also go to therapy and train your brain as well, if you have the means to do it, of course, because obviously it does cost money. But I think it's such an amazing investment to put into yourself. It's honestly one of the best investments you can have, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. So if you can learn better coping strategies and just learn more about yourself and deal with things that you're dealing with that you didn't even think that you know, were dealing with, that made no sense, but you know what I mean. So even when I am completely healed, I feel like I'm gonna keep going just to help me get through everyday life. I just love going to therapy. I feel like I come out of it and I feel so much better, and it's just teaching me a lot. And especially right now, learning coping mechanisms to, you know, deal with any like reservations that I'm having or any anxieties, because obviously it's gonna come. I'm feeling really good now, but I know there's probably going to be times where I will struggle, and she's going to help me not go backwards again, which I don't see happening. But obviously sometimes your eating disorder can feel like a safety net, and the second you feel uncomfortable, you can kind of run back to it. Even though it's the worst thing in the entire world, there's some weird safety in it. So I think having my therapist on my side is going to be very, very helpful. So I'll definitely continue to see her. And then obviously I've got my family support as well. I've got my coach. I just feel like this is the perfect trifecta. Long story short, still going to therapy. The next question is how to deal with rejection and or ghosting. Aww, that's really hard. I just feel like if someone is able to, I don't know your situation or how long you were talking to this person, but if you're talking to someone and they all of a sudden ghost you, I think that says way more about them than it says about you. And as hard as it is, I feel like you need to take it as a blessing. It's hard because obviously you want to answer like, why are you ghosting? But I think that is your answer. It's showing that they're not a good person. They're able to just leave you hanging out to dry and not tell you anything about why they're not talking to you anymore. Why would you want to continue talking to someone like that who could do something like that to you, kind of thing? Obviously you're going to be sad, have your sad days, which is fine, but don't keep messaging them. I would just completely leave it and be like, okay, I see how it is, I see how you are now, and I don't need that in my life. So they've taken themselves in the bin. Next, somebody asked, what is your star sign? I am such a typical Taurus. I couldn't be more a Taurus if I tried. I'm very stubborn, and the biggest thing that I resonate with my star sign is that we hate change. We like to nest in our situations, and I think that is part of the reason I've been single for so long, because I've just gotten so comfortable. I love being on my own, and I really struggle to fathom factoring someone else into my life, which I think could be obviously a normal thing for someone who's happily single, but especially for me, just because any situation that I'm in, I get really comfortable and I struggle with change. So it's something that I need to work on, but it's because of my star sign. Sorry. Yeah, that's why I just need to give myself a chance to get comfortable in a new situation. I need to give myself time. But yeah, I definitely like to set up a nest, and my nest is very comfy right now. I'm so blubby today, I'm very sorry. Next question is, how often do you train, and are you still becoming a PT? I train right now about 4 to 5 days a week, which again might open up some, you know, people might have opinions about, but I haven't stopped training since the start. Before any of this started, fitness was such a huge part of my life. I just loved it. I had such a healthy relationship with it, and I'm getting that girl back. And as far as becoming a PT, it's definitely on the cards. It actually kind of nearly happened. I was in the works of becoming a PT underneath another PT, but I just knew when I was in that dark place and I wasn't in a healthy place, I didn't want to be giving out health and fitness advice. Obviously I had the knowledge, I had the qualifications, and I could have done it, but I just felt it wasn't right, me not being in a healthy place with it, giving other people advice. Obviously I wouldn't be giving them the wrong advice, but I wanted to have that passion and be healthy within myself first. So who knows, now that I'm getting to a better place, I might think about it, because the interest and the love is still there. So it's definitely on the cards, but just not for a little while, not until I know that I'm at a really comfy place. When I've made my new nest in my health and fitness, then I'll think about it. So who knows. But next question is, what is your favorite TV show right now? I am loving The Summer I Turned Pretty season 2. I'm on to the last episode. Oh, I don't want it to end. I really love it. If you guys haven't watched that, very good show. And I need recommendations on what to watch next. I'm going through that, and then I'm also watching And Just Like That, which I think that just ended. I don't know. There's been a new episode every week, but I think it might have ended. I think it's ended. I need a new TV show. But those are the two I've been watching and I absolutely love. Oh my god, that's so much better. I just have to sit back here because my back is hurting so much. Next question is, any date updates? No. Nope. I'm pretty sure my last Q&A I was talking about going on a date with someone, and we did go on a couple dates, and he's someone that I've actually known for a while and who is an amazing person, but I just wasn't in a good place to be dating. I was kind of pushing myself to go on dates because I thought that's what I needed to do, but I was just in too dark of a place. I was in a really, really bad place, and it just wasn't going to work. It was bad timing. So I have stripped all that pressure off myself, because I was really putting pressure on myself to meet someone. But I think right now I need to just be happy with focusing everything on my health, and that's just what I have to do right now. I can't balance meeting someone and going on dates while I'm really trying to put my focus into getting myself into a healthy place. So I'm giving myself grace with that, and I'm not rushing anything. And when I do feel better and feel healthier and I've gotten through this, then I'll definitely start dating again. But it just wasn't good timing. As much as I tried, as much as I thought I could push through it and maybe it would even help, I was really struggling. So unfortunately that didn't work out. But we'll see. Who knows what the future will hold. Right now I just need to focus on me, so that is what I'm doing. Next question is, what is your biggest goal for this year? I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but that is to get my health back. I'm getting my health back. I'm so determined. I'm so determined to end this year on a good note and just be getting me back, but better. That's what I want to do. That is my goal, and I want to be free. I want to take up opportunities. I want to live my life. I want to be I just want to be me again. I feel like I really lost me. I wasn't functioning. I literally couldn't even function. Couldn't hold up a conversation. It was that bad. I just felt like a zombie. I remember crying to my mom. Wow, I'm getting really open in this. I remember crying to my mom on the phone, just saying I feel like a zombie. I felt like a zombie, like I wasn't actually there, and I never was. I was never present. So for the rest of this year, I really just want to focus on being present, enjoying the little things, and enjoying this new journey that I'm on. And that I'm doing. Again, it's only been 5 days, but oh my god, I am so happy. So I just need to keep going. I need to keep pushing, and honestly I feel like I really have got this time, so it's very exciting. Next question is, have you ever had surgery? I think you guys already know that. I had my boobies done. I think it was in, I want to say 2020. No, yeah, maybe, or 2019. I think I've had these for 4 years, possibly, or maybe even longer. Surely not 2018. It might be. Anyways, I've had a booby job. Next, somebody asked, tell us a place you would recommend. Go for breakfast, go for coffee, nightclub, clothing store, and your favorite spot. Ooh. Favorite breakfast place, Paw Paw Cafe, the signature hash. So good. Nodo Donuts, I love going there for brekkie. It's a really nice spot. Anywhere in Newstead I feel like is really nice for breakfast, or like getting a bagel and sitting on the, we call it the grassy knoll. That's always a really nice thing to do, and I always go to Marcus for brekkie as well. But now that I have more food freedom and I'm not tied down to a food plan in my head, I feel like I'm going to be trying a lot more breakfast spots, but those are a few that I can think of off the top of my head. Going for coffee, same thing really. I don't have like a specific coffee place that I go. I don't really sit for coffee anywhere. I always go and get a coffee, and then I go and sit at a place in Newstead and read my book, which is one of my favorite spots actually, just sitting anywhere in Newstead in the sun. I love doing that. Or like up in Tenerife, the park there, I love those spots. Nightclubs, I'm not really a nightclub girly. I'm kind of a rooftop bar afternoon situation girly. In saying that, it does normally turn into going into a club. So once I go to all the nice places like Iris, I love going to, or Maya, or anywhere along the wharves in Brisbane is really nice. All those restaurants like Mr. Percival's and all of that. We always end up going to Wonderland, which is in the Valley. And it's a good club. It's got 3 levels, 3 different types of music, so it's a really good one. So we always end up there if we do, you know, if we stay out a bit later. Clothing store, I'm a slut for Glassons. It's the first place I just thought of. I love Glassons. If I'm going to be shopping in person, which honestly I kind of rarely do, but if I do go to the shops, I always go into Glassons and spend too much money. But it's really reasonable, the pricing. So I love Glassons. Where else do I like going? Zara. Love going to Zara. We don't really have a good one in Brisbane though, which is so annoying. But yeah, probably Zara or Glassons, or Perfect Stranger has some nice stuff. Cotton On, honestly, has some really nice stuff. I love Cotton On. So those are a few of my favorite stores. And then, oh, that's it. My favorite spot is in Tenerife. I love that area. And the last question I'm going to finish this video off with is, what advice would you give to young Alex? And honestly, I think I've got a pretty simple answer for this. I think I just tell myself to believe in myself more and back myself. And it's something I still struggle with to this day, and it's something that I'm working on in therapy, is just backing myself and believing in myself. I never ever did, and I think I never really think back to how far I've come, and I always dreamed of doing YouTube, and I've been doing it all of these years. And back when I first started, I never thought that I would be where I am today, and I never believed in myself, and I was so hard on myself, and I still am. It's something that I'm struggling with, but I also just had no confidence, no self-belief, and I didn't back myself. So I would just tell myself to believe in myself and to stop being so damn hard on myself. That is what I would say. That was very good timing because my camera is now flashing. So I am going to end this video here, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know in the comments what other videos you want me to film. I am definitely going to be filming more vlogs, just weekend vlogs. I might even do weekly vlogs, daily vlogs. I don't know. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know if there's any other videos you want me to film as well. I'm just excited to be filming my life again. I feel like I'm not hiding underneath a little shell anymore, and I'm ready to film everything. And I also want to share more about this journey as well. I just feel like I'm finally at a place where I'm able to share my life, and that is what I want to do. So let me know what you want to see, but thank you so much for watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.